Welcome back. Oh, wait, what?
Oh, so you don't need this no more?
Because we have the mics now.
Oh, duh.
So now we're on GarageBand.
I'm dumb.
I was like, why is she looking at me like that?
I'm dumb.
Welcome back, guys. It's the Just the Podcast with your girl Star here.
And Anik. She got some glitter stuff going on. I don't know if y'all could see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to be playful today, so I got a little glitter in the
buddy.
eyes. What is this, episode 26? We made it to 26 before the year's over.
Yes.
So,
I'm a bartender.
And I don't know if you guys can tell, but we got some mics, so the sound is going to sound a lot better. I mean, I listen back to the episodes and I be cringing, y'all, because I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to
Damn,
stuff
she be
like
cringing.
this.
I be thinking it sounds good when I listen to it.
I be cringing, thank you, because I'm very anal when it comes to like videos and sounds. Like, I just want everything to look nice and, you know, sound good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I get it.
Because, you know, we popping. We need to have everything else around us popping, too.
Nah, I feel you. Hopefully I'm not too far away from this thing.
May have to push it up to you a little bit more so you don't sound a little far away. But, we'll be careful.
Well, we already got a malfunction. Oh my gosh, I'm already sounding crazy.
I don't think it's all the way on. Wait. Sorry, guys. We are having a little. This one's still.
There we go.
Yeah. Maintain.
What's this? What is this for?
This is to loosen this.
That's what I. Damn.
I'm sorry. I probably put that mad tight.
And my hands is mad slip. All right. We'll figure this out later.
Because I was trying to, unless we just move the desk closer to you. Sorry, I was trying to make sure that the shit don't fucking fall on you while you was recording.
Yeah, because. Oop.
Now you're good. Yeah, we just having a little technical difficulty. Well, not technical, just we trying to fix our mic. There we go.
I probably look mad crazy, like.
Making faces?
Yes.
So, how was your week? How's your weekend so far?
Fine. I was trying to watch a Lord of the Rings the other day. What was that, Saturday night? No, not Saturday. I started Friday watching the first one.
Oh, that's what you was watching in there?
So I was watching Lord of the Rings, the first one. And then I ended up dozing off. And I was just like, oh shit, what the fuck? Because it was like an action sequence. And it woke me up. So I'm like, oh fuck. And then I'm like, oh shit, this shit is still on.
Yeah.
Let me just turn it off. So I just like, closed my laptop and I went to sleep. And
That was pretty long.
yeah, I'm like, damn, 3 hours? Like, that shit is long as fuck.
It is.
So
I only saw the first one, and after that one, I was like, I can't do another long
yeah,
movie.
so I had watched that, and then I said, okay, I'm going to finish it. So last night when I came home, I was like, all right, I'm going to finish the rest of the first one, and then I'm going to try, depending on the time, because I had to be up early this morning. Your girl was up early, okay?
It was yesterday and today.
Yeah, I was running errands, y'all. So it's crazy.
We flew out.
It's right? It's crazy because, we wake up early every fucking day, and
True.
I can't even, rest in on the weekend because I gotta be doing shit. But anyway, so with that being said,
That's the worst. Because you want to like.
oh shit, let me get the coquito out. Duh.
Now I get the coquito out.
Yeah,
Look at me, I'm not even saying it right.
So I finished watching the second one. I'm sorry, the first one, and
How did you like it?
it was good. It wasn't bad. I'm gonna just like, this bitch always getting up, doing something.
You really do be getting up a lot. Well, here and there, not all the time though.
I get up a lot, y'all. Bad boy.
Not bad boy. You need the other bottle to hit it with.
Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't sound the same. That just
doesn't.
sound like somebody knocking.
This is cold. Oh, shout out to M. Coquito.
Yeah, you said M's Coquito.
Here we go.
Too bad. There's no label because this was a one that she just gave me.
Just to give?
She hooked me up, so...
Well, we could always post it on Instagram.
Yeah. M's Coquito, bitches.
Wasn't she rated like #1 in the city, right?
Yeah, twice.
Twice?
So she won Best Coquito
so
twice.
y'all better go support. I need to get mine for Christmas.
The vegan one I tried.
Is it good?
Yesterday. You would love it. It's so good.
I'm going to get it because I want to take some to my grandmother's house for Christmas.
Oh, yes.
So that's why I was like, let me hold off and wait until Christmas because that's when I want to get it.
So on you,
I got you, M's. Why am I pointing to the light like that's the camera? I'm like, I got you, M's, and I'm looking at the light. Honey, I like 2 cents.
Oh my gosh!
And you just let me do it.
I didn't know you was pointing in that direction. I swear, I wasn't even paying attention because we're used to it being right there. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
I'm an idiot.
Nah. So that was pretty much it. And, it was very interesting because I just said to myself randomly, let me watch Lord of the Rings to see what the hype is about. So.
That's a random ass thought.
Yeah, it was random. Because I was just like, Because I was watching, I think it was Thursday, 999 and Ava on, whatchamacallit, Netflix. They were both good. So I was just like, okay. So I'm like, okay, let me switch it up and watch something. So anyway, I'm not trying to drag this, long enough for the rest of y'all. Because y'all like, all right, girl, get to the point. That was it. Like, my weekend has been regular, just running errands. What about you? She been doing her TikToks and her YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Get ready with me.
Yeah, she's that annoying. This week, I handled a lot of important stuff, which I'm very proud of myself. Cause
Good.
I feel like I'm usually like, oh, I'll get to it, and then I'll procrastinate. So what I did was in the beginning of the week, I planned out my whole week. Like this day I'm gonna do this, and it helped me stay on track. And even if I was off track just a little bit, I was able to bounce back really quick. So I was very proud of myself. I gave myself a pat on the back.
Pat on the back.
But so yesterday and today I went to the gym early in the morning, which sometimes I'm supposed to be working out 6 days a week, but sometimes Saturdays I don't be making it. Sometimes I don't make it at all, but whatever.
I was gonna say they already know that you ain't making it, sis.
But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go Saturday, and then I woke up today. I didn't plan on going today, but I was like, I'm gonna just go because I'm trying to get my body looking nice, and I'm loving what I'm seeing, but then I be falling off track sometimes. So I'm trying to
remain consistent.
Yeah. So that was pretty much my week and weekend so far.
Well,
I was supposed to have a lit weekend, but
yeah, that's where I was going. I'm like, sorry,
due to
COVID.
COVID. Did you see that she said she got it from a family member?
Yeah, I didn't watch her live. Random people were just telling me different things. So who was it that told me? They told me that she hugged somebody, and that's how she caught COVID, and how it's not due to her traveling all over the place. And I'm like, but you don't know unless she gets tested for COVID every single time she travels.
I think that's what she said she did. She
Okay.
said, 'cause she made a statement, because I didn't see the whole live. I just saw little clips, and she said that she made it clear it wasn't because she traveled, because everybody who's traveled, they have to get tested constantly. So she's like, nobody had COVID. She said it was when she came back home, and I guess she went to go see family, and she hugged a family member. And then I think that family member, I don't know if they went to go get tested the next day or 2 days after, but then they tested positive.
So COVID could be transferred from hugging people now?
I guess so.
Because I thought that was really sus. I think that's why they was dragging her too, because they were like, right. Because when you think about the transmission of COVID, and she's like, oh, I just hugged the family member, and obviously the family member had to be asymptomatic. So how?
You think she maybe kissed them on the cheek, or maybe they kissed her on the cheek?
Probably that person kissed her on the cheek.
You sometimes kiss on the cheek.
Yeah. But it's not transferred through saliva. I don't know, but
at this point, I don't know how it's transferred. It's always these different reports on how you could catch it. It stays on this surface long. It's at this point, anything is possible.
That's true.
But I guess when she found that out, that's when she went to go get tested. And
it's crazy because the first person I saw who posted it was, I had sent you the story, but you responded hours later. Because sis, it's like, you know how people be, I'm going to look at the camera real quick. You know how people be on their phone, but then don't be responding to people? That's her.
When you be sending me mad messages, is usually when I'm in the middle of doing something. I know you ain't talking.
She be on the phone. I respond. Even if I'm on, the only time I don't be responding is if I'm watching a movie or a show.
And what else?
I be responding on TikTok when I'm on TikTok.
When you be out sometimes, how many times you gonna be like, oh yeah, girl, I didn't know you sent me a voice now. Let me listen to it now.
Okay.
So it's easy.
Yeah, but you know what? When I'm out and I'm engaging with people, I don't like being on my phone. So that's out of respect and courtesy.
You're not watching nothing, and it takes you mad long to respond to. So let's cut the BS here.
Regardless of the matter here.
Let's cut it. We both do it. No, but
yeah, she does it more often.
Because usually I'll be busy editing my stuff or the podcast stuff, making content, working,
Ooh, she emphasized the working part. Ooh, was that a shot?
So, it's no shade. Usually I respond when I can respond.
Whatever, sis. 3 to 5 business days, I guess.
There's people way worse than me.
Yeah, that's true.
That respond like days later. Those people, Joel.
Oh, child. You're not even going to go there. So, yeah, I saw Ike posted, but he posted from Twitter, from Revolt. Mm-hmm. So, and it said canceled. So, I'm like, what? So, I'm like, what? Canceled? And then that's when mad people started flooding my message. She got COVID. I'm like, what? Keisha looked beautiful, though, because I had seen pictures of them, like, doing the live together. Mm-hmm. I'm like, y'all could have just done the verses right there.
They could have. It probably would have been a lot of tech issues, because I remember that was an issue before, like, with the sound and all this other stuff. I mean, Ashanti was still down to do it. Yeah. But I saw a clip where Keisha was like that. She didn't want to do it like that because she wanted to hug Ashanti. She wanted to be there with her, sing her songs, like, enjoy the moment with her. So she was like, she didn't want them to be divided. So I was watching that. I was almost here. I was like, yes, black girls sticking up for each other.
Yeah, because, they be, ever since Keisha Cole came out, she rough. She from Oakland. She from the streets. They be making Keisha seem like she ain't got no feelings, no emotions. Like, she just some hardcore Cali chick who bout it. But she seems like a nice person. I mean, yeah, she speaks her mind, but... So, yeah, so we ain't got no updates for y'all on the verses. And
they postponed it to January 9th.
Yeah, but did you see the new verses that's coming next Saturday?
No. I thought that was supposed to be, like... Because from what I had saw, they were like, oh, that's going to be the first verses to top off the new year. So I didn't think there was going to be any more.
Yeah, right. You should send it to me. So they have E40 and Too Short for December 19th. Now listen, so I went straight to the comments and somebody was like, yawn.
Not yawn.
Now listen, I like E40 and I like Too Short, but it's like I know a select few songs from them. Like I don't know like their entire catalog. So
I'm sure
for
if we
me,
lived in Cali, we probably would. Because I feel like Cali people be bigging them up a lot.
Yes,
so.
The Bay Area. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be watching that.
I wonder if...
Because I didn't watch the Nelly and Ludacris one.
Oh, I did. I was in there...
With all them technical difficulties from the storm?
Yeah, dude. Certain moments I was in there dancing like that. I wish I had my little apple bottom jeans on or something.
Not apple bottom jeans with the boots, with the fur.
I might watch it just to like vibe out, like if I'm cooking or something.
Oh, okay.
Or doing something, I might just have it playing in the back. Because, I mean, their music...
Tell me when to go. Tell me when
in the club.
Go.
I wonder if that's like kind of similar. I mean, I feel like New York music is really mainstream. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like it's played everywhere. But I wonder if that's like that for other places where they may know just certain songs, but they don't really know their full catalog. Mm-hmm. So who knows?
Well,
we'll see.
Ain't gonna be.
We shall see.
So that's that, and. Let me see. Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah, I've had that written down. I saw that today. I was like, I hope this is not true. I really do.
I don't put nothing past none of these people because, which isn't going to tie into this other person. Because honestly, when you think about it, how many times you've been in a work environment and I don't know. I feel like for some women, like we are conditioned to be like, oh, whatever, ha ha ha. And when you really think about it, that shit is sexual harassment. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it could have been a comment.
Yeah.
Because, sexual harassment is not only touching somebody, but it can be things that you say. So, especially inappropriate behavior. So, child, I don't know. I'm just sitting back and waiting to see what happens. Because this shit is crazy.
Child, I can't. I mean, I feel like when it comes to that stuff, it gets so touchy.
It is. But you know what? Like I was telling the girls earlier, I was just like, it's unfortunate because we still live in the Stone Ages. Yeah. So things like this where it shouldn't be taboo or it shouldn't be, so sensitive to talk about, like it should be dealt with immediately. It's not. And there's like this overcast of shame and just keep it quiet, brush it under the rug. And it's like the actual things that people should be handling and dealing with, they don't. And then the shit that don't fucking matter is where they put their time and energy. Like, there's no reason why sexual abuse, sexual assault, harassment should be a hush-hush thing.
I agree.
And that's since whenever the dawn of time happened for, the string of all that shit to happen. So it's crazy because, how many times you been in a job and a nigga do some shit, touch you, all that stuff, and we're not conditioned to think like, oh, this is wrong because I guess we feel like the intention is not perverted, the intention is not wrong, and then of course, if he's cute, that's another thing too, versus if he's not attractive to you, which is still fucked up because wrong is wrong, right? But, it's just like a whole conditioning thing with that. So, I don't know, honey.
That's why I'm like, because I've been in both situations. Like, I've been in one situation where it's like, all right, you're being a creep and you're taking it way too far. Yeah. And to see how the company didn't really back us too much, they kind of like condoned it. And once they seen like, all right, well, they're not shutting up, so we got to do something about it. It was like, okay, then it was dealt with. But then I also been in a situation where it's like, okay, this is coming off as sexual harassment, but because I find him cute and I like him, it's not really...
He gets a pass.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, it happens. I feel like sexual harassment happens a lot. And I feel like sometimes I'm probably going to get fucking...
Me too.
Dragged for this. Yeah, but... I do feel like sometimes women choose what they consider is sexual harassment or not. Sometimes
I agree with
depending on like if they like the person, if they find a person attractive, if they don't find. That's like even on the streets. Like when a guy's trying to talk to you and he's like being a little too aggressive and he's not cute, you feel kind of like scared or just like, oh, you're doing too much. But if he's cute, it's like you give him the time of day when he's doing the same type of thing that the ugly guy did. Not to say ugly, but you know what I mean. So I don't know. It's just when that whole topic comes up, it's like
it's
so
a
many
lot.
Different opinions and views, and
it is.
It could get very heated.
Crazy.
But I don't know. I hope that everything gets settled. I pray that that's not true. But if it is true, I hope she gets her justice, and he takes accountability for it.
Yeah. I mean, someone mentioned, they were like, oh, I don't think, what did they say? Not that they didn't believe it, but, they doubted. And I was like, listen, a lot of the times when it comes to whether it's a friend or a family member or a person at work who's at a high level position or, people like this, the charisma of the person makes you think that, I wouldn't say like incapable of doing certain things, but a lot of the times, people don't associate, oh, this person is so charismatic. Yeah. Okay, great. Cuomo as a governor, because of the pandemic, remember, because of the pandemic, has been doing a lot of things because, these are people's lives that are at risk and in danger. So he's putting, people first. Yeah. And acting on the safety of the city and us people. You know, he's not thinking about, oh, how much money the city's gonna lose if we keep. He's thinking, you know, bodies is gonna be dropping left and right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make sure that this shit don't get out of hand. You know, a lot of people don't understand, like, with certain viruses and diseases, like, it could take a toll. Like, people could die.
Yeah.
I mean, people have died, but it could be worse. That's true. You know? So it could be millions of people that die versus whatever thousands or hundreds, thousands of people who have died nationally or internationally. It could be way worse. So to me, that's not going to cloud my judgment as to him as a person, aside from the things and the work that he has done. Mm-hmm. And that goes for even if somebody, you know, accused President Obama.
Yeah.
He's super charismatic, right?
That's true.
Personality is on point, humorous, yada, yada, yada. The list goes on. But are we going to put past that he's not capable of doing something if that were the case, if he was in Cuomo's position? So sometimes, you know, our judgment can get clouded because we think like, oh, well, because this person is funny, charismatic, and blah, 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 blah. I doubt it.
Do you think that sometimes that may come more flirty, but it's not? Like, some people may view that as a flirt. Because there's been times where, you know, I'll say something and a guy would think I'm flirting with him, and I'm like, I'm not flirting with you. I'm just being nice.
Perspective is a motherfucker.
You know, I'm just being friendly. So sometimes people take that charm and they think like, oh, you know, there's some people that's like touchy feely, like they like to hug on people or like always like, you know, and people may take that as, oh, you're touching me, you're coming on to me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, that's why I think it's important. I remember hearing somebody say this. It's important to just ask, like, just be upfront and ask, like, hey, are you making a pass? Or are you, like, you know, and you go by that, because sometimes, like you said, perspective, it can just lead to things that is just...
Or even a touchy-feely part, because I know, like, with certain people, just in general, this just goes, and this is outside the workplace, this is just, like, in general, with friends that I have, because I know friends that are okay with being affectionate and friends who aren't, like, that's not their thing. So if I meet somebody, I always ask, like, oh, are you a hugger? Or are you, like, you know, a person who doesn't want to, like, have, like, that sort of physical touch? And they'll say, like, oh, yeah, I'm a hugger. I'm fine. Okay, hey, boom, hug. Oh, no, that's not my thing. Okay, no problem. Boom, nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So that's something I always, always, always practice, even at the workplace. Like, I'll say, like, are you a hugger? Like, are you, or are you that type of person that if a person places their hand on the shoulder or puts their hand and they're chilling like this, like how are you with that? Like, are you okay with that? So, I don't know, y'all. I'm ahead of my time.
No, but I think it's good to, like, ask those questions. Because, I mean, I have a cousin, we call him Kissy.
Not Kissy.
Because he's very affectionate. Like, when he sees you, he's hugging you, he's kissing on you. Like,
how old is Kissy?
He's older. But that's
he's single?
Nah, he got a wife and kids.
Okay.
But we called him that since we were kids, because he was just very affectionate to the point that, like, I have this one aunt where she's like, get off of me. So, you know, to somebody else who don't know his personality or know him, they would just assume that he's just too touchy-feely and it might take it away.
The wrong way,
But for people who know him, they just know, like, oh, he's just a very affectionate person. Like, he doesn't mean no harm by it. Yeah. So, like you said, it's important to just act, just to be on the safe side, because you never know what people might think, how it may come off. Everybody has different views, feelings towards certain things, so you just never know.
Yep.
Better be safe than sorry.
And that'll bring me into, I don't know if you saw what Kate Michelle was saying about R. Kelly.
I saw the headline, but I didn't listen to her whole video, but from what I'm gonna assume from what I've seen is that she's saying to hold him accountable, but she still feels like he's her mentor. Like,
yes, but that ties in, right? When you have that dynamic with that person and you view them a certain way, sometimes it's hard for you to imagine or think of them as what other people think of them, right? Yeah. Because then it's like, oh, I would never think, or oh my gosh, like I'm in shock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, when I saw that, I was just like,
she did not believe what was happening?
No, she definitely does have, she doesn't say anything negative about the victims or whatever. Like, she ain't coming at the victims. She's just, I think musically, she's at a place where R. Kelly was her, because he was her mentor before, and now that he's in prison, I think she's having like that moment of just, like, she's lost, you know, and she just doesn't know what to do, because that was who, I guess, her mentor, her backbone, whatever the case may be. And, you know,
I could understand that in some aspects.
Because
look up to somebody.
Right, because she's separating the musician from the person. So for her, it's like, you know, as a musician, as an artist, this is a person that I look up to. Yeah. But then it's like, as a human being, he sucks. Because he did a lot of crazy shit.
It sucks. I mean, that's the same way I feel about R. Kelly. It's like, as musically, he's a music genius. Like, he makes dope music. Like, his music is amazing. But as a person, who he is and what he's done to these girls, I can't stand by that. But I would never take away from his talent. Like, that's something, because you have people that will literally just take away somebody's talent just because of one bad thing that they did. And it's like, I'm not going to take away from his talent. I'm not going to sit here and bash him and say that he's not good musically. But as far as a person, yeah.
I just love how this conversation is going, because now it's going, now you just made me think of that whole, did you read about Shia Labeouf?
No. Was that on Daily Mail?
Girl, that's been everywhere. I'm surprised you didn't see it. Girl.
See it. What happened?
You better.
The tea.
So, you know the singer FKA Twigs.
Oh,
they dated. So,
they did?
Yeah, they dated. I think.
Was it before Robin Pattinson?
No. After. It was after him. So I think it was it last year or this year?
What the hell?
So they dated each other, and she has filed in the LA court. She's suing him for sexual battery. Yes, sexual battery, giving her SC. Girl, find the article so you can read it. Real time and real. Google Shia LaBeouf, sis. And was it sexual battery? STD, SHIA. There you go. It's like a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, why STD is the first thing that pops up?
Well,
he killed stray dogs.
Yeah, so she said that he was going he was driving throughout the streets of LA for a movie role. He was doing, like, you know, what is it that they call method acting? That's what they call, you know, when artists like
to get into that
role. And I guess a part of that role for that movie was the character shoots stray dogs in alleys. So he was running around Los Angeles in his car shooting stray dogs. So this was like the bombshell that just dropped a couple of days ago, which is crazy because there was some girl that he dated way before her. He was accused before of being like aggressive and just, you know, basically not being that good boyfriend to, you know, being that good partner. So I wasn't surprised, but the stuff that she said, like he demanded that she sleep in a nude next to him, and he would keep a loaded gun by the bed.
What the fuck?
Yes. Because I know him. He's always spoken on, you know, his father used to severely abuse his mother, and his father was not the best person for him to look up to. So he has a lot of trauma and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
He's breaking a cycle.
Yeah, he's not breaking the cycle, and he's continuing it. And what was the other thing? Oh, she couldn't look at male waiters or order from them when they were out. Basically, he had her...
He was controlling.
Yeah, he was controlling. He had her on lockdown. And then the STD thing is blowing up because she said that he gave her an STD when he knew he had the STD. So I think it's not curable because...
Yeah, it says that he was hiding it with fucking makeup.
Makeup, yes. And she said that she felt like some burning and painful sensation. And then when she went to the doctor, that's when they told her, you know, that she has an STD.
I thought it was something that was curable.
I don't know, because if he had it for that long, I don't think it was a curable thing. Unless he was cheating on her. But I think he had it for a long time. I think he had it... From what I read, it seems like he had this STD for a minute.
Can't you go to jail for that, or is that only HIV/AIDS?
I feel like that's only HIV/AIDS. Then the girl Sia, she also said that it's true that he... What she said? There's a terminology because he was in one of her videos. I didn't know that. Basically, he is a pathological liar, and he convinced her to get into an what is it, not, well, they're not, he wasn't married, like, to basically, she was the mistress and she didn't know she was the mistress, so he manipulated her and she had no idea that he had a whole other life, girlfriend, and all this stuff. So I was just like, ooh. I mean, he did come out and he says that, although the things that FKA said, some of the stuff, like, they're not true, but a lot of the other things are, and he will take accountability for it. But I'm just like, why do I feel like everything she said is true? Because Shia Labeouf, when I be looking at him, I mean, homeboy, he did like a Kanye West too. Like, he was at a point where he was good, then he just went like wild. Because I don't know if y'all remember when he was fighting in the streets of LA, he was drunk.
He had like a moment where he just kind of did a complete 360.
Yeah, so got arrested. So at that point, he gave me something happened to that man. His screws is a little loose.
Child, that's why it's important to get tested, because niggas and females be lying, be fucking lying, and shit like that is nothing to fucking play with. Like, it's really not.
Yeah, because she's traumatized.
Yeah, and some people, it's always the people that be like, this is the shit that be killing me, when it's the people that be saying shit like, nah, I know this person is good, I trust them, they don't got nothing. Why? Oh, because they told me they got tested.
Or you're too pretty, or you're too handsome.
Yeah, it's like, I get for some people, they don't want to see the papers because they don't want to feel like they're intruding on the person's privacy. But I feel like that's something that you should show. Like, in the past, I've shown my results. Like, screenshot, this is my results. Even if you didn't ask me, I'm still going to show it to you, because people be lying. Not saying that I would lie, but, people do lie about them having an STD. So don't sit here and trust somebody just because they said they went and got tested and they're good. You don't know. They could have lied about going to the fucking doctor. They could have lied. So don't feel like you're invading somebody's privacy because you're asking them, oh, let me see the papers. Because look, you have incidents like this. A nigga covering shit with makeup. People who have STDs for so long and don't say nothing. And they passing it along to other people. Like, don't let these females and guys fool y'all.
It's like, we've made mistakes along the way.
Yeah, of course.
But at some time, as a mature adult, you have to take accountability, because you can't blame anybody but yourself.
Exactly.
And your actions for certain things. So, if I'm in these streets doing, having reckless behavior.
If you're having sex with multiple people, you need to
not using condoms. Or, and that, even as, because people always think, how long we been talking about this shit? People always think, oh my gosh, pregnancy. Nah, son. It could be STDs too that you could catch out here. And you don't want to catch an STD that you are just moving forward every partner you have, because it's not curable, and you have to tell them, like, listen. So,
and it's also okay to ask, like, hey, are you having sex with other people? I don't see anything wrong with that question. There's nothing wrong with that. Anybody that I've dated, I've always asked, are you intimate with other people? Because I need to know. So that if anything's passing me, I know that I either got it from you because you got it from this person, that person, or that person. You know what I mean? So I think it's good to know that, because that's your life on the line.
Yep, because you know how people are. They be thinking that, oh, this person is just asking, they nosy. Nah, stop generalizing everyone into the same category. A lot of people do really care about their health. So when they ask you, oh, are you dealing with somebody else sexually? And that doesn't only mean penetration, people. Because there's some people out here to be like, oh, I only fuck this person, but I'll get head from that person or give head to whoever. Sex is sex, okay? All around. Or anal. You can catch STDs through that too. So,
That's crazy.
Y'all, everybody just got to be accountable for their actions, more responsible, and, because I think the Bronx is like the highest rate of
STDs, right?
Yes.
Which is crazy, because we were at the Fuck Your Brand store when me and the boy was going back and forth. Yeah. And he was like, oh, the Bronx, they have the highest numbers of HIV, AIDS.
Yeah, they do.
So I was like, all right, so look it up. When he looked it up, it was actually Brooklyn.
It was Brooklyn, so then here has to be chlamydia.
Yeah, I think it's chlamydia.
Chlamydia for the Bronx.
Because I'm like, you taking mad long. Because he was on his phone. I was like, you taking real long. I was like, you better not be looking at Wikipedia. And then that's when he finally was like, oh, it's not the Bronx. He's like, the Bronx comes second, but it's Brooklyn. I'm like, yeah, you talking all that
Brooklyn.
shit.
Oof.
all that shit. But just like Usher said, sign on papers, show me them papers. Show me them papers.
So
I need to know.
It's just the shame. People be ashamed or they just feel a sense of just nervousness. Not when your life on the line.
And it's so fucked up. I feel like that niggas should be getting arrested for shit like that. Because especially if you had a STD that's not curable and you've known for years and you just passing along to somebody, like that's fucked up.
It is.
There should be some type of consequences. It shouldn't just only be for HIV/AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially for women, because that mess up their reproductive. They can't have kids.
Men
like,
too. They become infertile.
So, child, that topic be getting me heated. Yeah, like because there's so many people that's happened to where, they don't know.
Recklessness.
That's why I'm like, I'll calm down though, because when I was younger, I cared, but now that I'm older, I'm just like, yeah.
Because you learn, you gain knowledge, and you apply it.
Child, I can't. So shall I move on to like how I got a little dragged on Twitter?
You got dragged on Twitter?
Just a little bit. I think I had told you about the whole cap when the guy was like, "Oh, you capping?"
Oh, that yes. I'm like, did that happen? I'm thinking you talking about you got dragged again.
No, I'm like, okay. I'm following that boy who posted that because I had seen that he was dragging some girl and some black girl. He was like just talking very disgusting, and I was like, "Who is this?" Like he didn't. Because when he followed me, I had retweeted something that he had wrote, and it was something like so positive. And then when I started following him, I'm like, who is this? Like, he just did a complete 360.
Niggas be posting all them positive mantras and...
So I was just like, okay. So I wound up unfollowing him, but he's the reason why I got dragged a little bit. Because obviously everybody knows the whole situation that happened with the little baby and Jada Waiter.
So, wait, hold on. Let's backtrack. So basically... Because this was all last... It's just... I feel like so much shit happened last week. I can't even keep up.
All these tabs
Niggas got COVID. People died. It's just like a whole... Joe Biden broke his foot. It's like a whole lot of shit going on. Playing with his dog. Like, it's just too much. So, what I gather is that he cheated on Jada with a porn star?
Allegedly, he cheated because he paid for pussy... But then
he paid for prostitution.
Yeah, but then he tweeted and he was like, that's impossible because he was with Jada the whole time in Vegas. But the exchange, and she put up like some exchange between them in the DMs, which honestly, I don't know why people do that. Like, why do you be exposing people the messages y'all have? Like, there's niggas that I could expose, but I would never do that. Like, that's just not my character. So I just need people to stop doing shit like that. But
that's why they got that screenshot shit now. In the DMs.
I noticed it when I went in one of the DMs and it says to turn on the vanish mode. I was like, oh shit. But that's the whole situation. I guess that happened. So I don't know if they broke up, but Twitter. Everybody was talking about it, and he had tweeted, and he was just like, no woman is gonna. If a man is making 6 figures or more, no woman is gonna leave him over cheating.
I mean, Tiger Woods' wife left his ass.
Thank you. So I had...
What's her name? Michael Jordan. Paul. What's her name again? What's her name? Michael Jordan's first wife.
I don't know. Wasn't she white? The white one?
No, she's black. His first wife.
Oh, I don't remember.
With his 3 kids. Nah, the one that he's with now is Cuban. For his first wife, the one that he didn't have no prenup, and she basically got half of everything. She left him. And this is Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So even the nigga from the Titanic, the director, because I think he had, either it was him or Steven Spielberg. One of them had like the most highest paid out divorce ever in history. I think it was the Titanic dude. Matter of fact, not anymore. Jeff Bezos, because she got the $1 billion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's definitely not true because you got billionaires, multimillionaires who wives that they've been with for a very long time who fucking leave their ass. Whether they cheating, they mistreating them, they're shitty, whatever the reason. They be peacing out.
I agree. And, I retweeted and I was just like, well, I'm not most women. Like, if a nigga cheat on me or whatever, treat me badly, like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not staying. I don't care how much money he have. So he had like wrote back and he was like, yeah, okay. And then some other boy wrote and he was like, oh, you capping. So I'm like, how is that capping? Because I'm saying that my self-worth is more than fucking a dollar amount. Like, yeah, there are some women that are there for the money and there's some women that could care less about what the fuck you got. I mean, y'all saw Wayne and XL at the instance was like, I don't want nothing. And even before that, all she wanted was money so she could take care of the kids. That was it. It wasn't nothing. She was not trying to be greedy to take from him. Even though she deserves some of that money because she fucking helped him start that fucking business that he had. But you know, that's a topic for another day. But there's women that they're not gonna place their value of what they're worth on money.
Especially if they started out with you and you ain't have shit.
Exactly. Like, I done dated people who made 6 figures, made more, like, made money, people that was broke, didn't have nothing. So for me, that shit does not matter. What matters is how you treat me as an individual. And that's about it. So I was just like, but it was just crazy seeing all these guys saying this. And even if she did go back to him, right? Who's to say that she went back to him for the money? Who's to say that it was like, okay, we're going to work this relationship out because I truly want to be with you? Like, I think because they're celebrities, people just money, money, money. But you have so many regular situations of people that probably make money like them or just, you know, make regular money. And they get back together. So it doesn't have nothing to do with money. It could just be the relationship itself.
And my thing is, Jada got her own money.
Thank you.
So why would she have to go be with somebody because of the money? But that just goes to show you the mindset of a lot of men that they think small and their views on women in general is literally in a box, and that is solely focused on you're gonna stay with a nigga, you're gonna be with a nigga if he does anything to you because of, and then it's the level of criteria, money, status, power, or whatever else is on that list. And it's like, this is how I know you're not worldly, because if you were worldly, then you would know. And if you had a different set of female friends or just have a different conversation with a woman that is not in the circle of the type of women that you usually have conversations with, you'll realize that a lot of women, when there's certain women that think the same, there's a lot of women that don't think the same.
Just but I feel like they group us all as one, and that's fucked up.
Group us all as one, and it's not like that, because I'll tell you this right now. If I'm making buku money and I'm with a man who's making buku money and he does some crazy ass shit, it ain't the money that's keeping me, because I got my own money. I don't want your shit. That's why we also gonna have a prenup. I don't want your shit. Like, what the fuck? What I'm gonna do with that? Because that... So, like, money is just the root of all evil, because everything always boils down for a lot of people in this world. Money, 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 money. It's disgusting.
It is. That's why I'm like, whether she takes him back or not, I'm sure it's not because of the money. It's because they want to work on the relationship. So. Or
what about if this whole story is literally not fucking true, and she, like he said, if he really was in Vegas with her the whole time, she's not entertaining it, she wouldn't leave him, because they're laughing at this story, because they're just like, oh, here goes another person who's clout chasing, saying that, okay, my nigga was in her DMs, so I'm gonna definitely talk to him about that, because why you in some bitch's DMs when you with me? But as far as like fucking her and whatever the case may be, if he was with me the whole time, unless the nigga got a twin somewhere, why am I gonna leave him? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So that's another thing. So it's like, y'all don't even know if she left the nigga or not. I'm sure she did not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's just like all these assumptions, and a lot of y'all are too fucking invested. I gotta say this. Y'all too invested in these people that you do not fucking know. Like, I get it. There's certain situations that happen in the world where you think about the principle of it, and you go back and forth regarding the principle. Yeah. But a lot of the rest of y'all really be getting warped into this celebrity world, and it consumes you. It is not that fucking serious. It really isn't. Y'all be consumed by the wrong fucking shit.
They really do.
Anyhow.
They really do. But I don't know if you saw this with Darrell Blocker being considered by Joe Biden as the head of the CIA.
Oh, he a black man?
He would be the first black man to hold that position.
Yeah, them white, just like the FBI, fucking racist motherfuckers.
So I was like, okay.
Right? All right, Joe Biden. I mean, he really trying to pull the wool over our eyes by mixing up this cabinet that he's creating with a lot of people of color. Nah, motherfucker, I need to see what you doing when you get into office.
But you know, some black people gonna be, yay, and think this like.
I don't know if that nigga for me. He might be the head of CIA. Next thing I know, I say some crazy shit and they buzz down his fucking door.
Because you know, not all kinfolk is your skinfolk.
Exactly.
Well, skinfolk is your kinfolk. Yes. So I gotta see the changes that he's gonna make.
Yep.
You could say you gonna make this person of color, this and that. That's all nice and dandy, but I need to know like what changes you're gonna make.
Bingo.
So that was that. Then I see Virginia governor, he signed a Breonna law banning no-knock search warrants. Oh,
okay. I didn't see that one.
It's just sad because
still no justice.
No justice, but this is all that you could provide. Not saying that this is not good because, I mean, this could probably prevent anybody else from being killed, but it's like that girl deserves some type of justice.
But my thing is, the point of the whole Breonna situation, first of all, it's not even about the no-knock search warrant. It's literally about one fucking clerical error of you putting the wrong address on a warrant. So my thing is, okay, yeah, no knock, you busting the door. I mean, they wrong because they shooting and shit and doing a whole lot. Because, you know, we all see movies and we all see that shit when they just bust in because obviously at that point you have a warrant and this is like high-level criminals that you're dealing with. But that error of putting the wrong fucking address that killed her, and which has happened in other situations too, that old lady from like a couple of years ago, same thing, no knock, boom, wrong apartment, killed her. The one that, what's her name? Ayana, I think? The one that J. Cole has a song about.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Crooked Smile. I think her name is Ayana. Same thing with her, that same situation. Wrong apartment, busting in the door, start shooting. So it's like, the issue is, who the fuck is filling out the paperwork?
Especially because when you're doing these things, aren't you staking out these people for a very long time? A very long time. So how do you not know the address?
Right.
If you're watching these people for so long. That's the part that's never made sense to me.
I need to ask some people I know that's in the police force because I know a lot of the stuff don't be like in the movies, but at the same time, I know that when it comes to it being real life depictions, like these people, they study, you know, law enforcement to make sure that they're getting it right and they're not just putting anything out there. So for the most part, I would say 99.9% when we watch TV shows and movies about law enforcement, they're true. Exactly. So you mean to tell me y'all niggas is just putting the wrong address on all these fucking warrants over the past few years and y'all not doing nothing about that?
But even when you watch like documentaries and they say how long they've been staking out these people, watching these people, and they know their every move. So how do you not know the address?
It's just heartbreaking.
And it's like you don't take acknowledgement for it to say like, hey, you know what, we fucked up. Instead, you just keep covering it up.
They'll never do it.
And it's fucked up. It really is. So I mean, I just wish she had some.
Or mix it all together.
I just wish she had some justice because it's fucked up. Oh, thank you.
Breonna, baby girl.
Rest in peace.
Seriously.
I'm so tired of my black people being killed.
Girl.
I guess speaking of black people, this was all over social media.
Who, you going to him, face on?
Well, I was going to go to Olivia James.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't watch it yet. Did you watch it yet? Because I was going to.
No, I didn't watch it. I just seen excerpts and clips here and there, but no, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Because I was going to come get you, but I think you were watching something, so I was like...
Oh, it's probably Lord of the Rings, y'all.
Oh, so now I was like, yeah, because when she be watching her shows and you knock on the door, she be like, what? So that's how I was like, what be mad?
Yeah, I'm going to get a do not disturb sign. Put that shit right on the door. When this sign is up, do not disturb. Don't
watch nothing. I don't be like knocking on your door, because she always be answering what?
Or I be saying yes.
Yeah, like so rude.
That is not rude, yes.
But it's the way you say it, like your tone. It's like, don't bother me.
Yeah, yes.
I'm about to do...
So turn back around.
See, when she come around, I be like, hey, girl. Like, I don't...
Because she knows she love me. She want me in her room.
Yeah, I don't mind her in my room. I actually enjoy it because it's funny. Cause
I'm her clown. I'm her fucking sideshow Bob.
You really are. But yeah, that's why I be knocking on her door, because I always get the what? Yes. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So if your door's open, then that's mostly when I'll come in, but...
I mean, she could shoot a text, so I understand, but whatever.
I could, but, you know, like we
Dragging
spoke about
her.
earlier, you know, sometimes you be taking...
Well, we watching it after we done recording. Let me know, sis. I'll be there.
Alright, so I'm sure you guys saw Olivia J go on a red table, because she had reached out to them, right, to go sit down and talk, to speak about the whole situation with her mom bribing the university to get her in. And...
her mom and dad.
Yeah. Child, shout out to Gammy. I love me some Gammy. She reminds me of my grandmother.
Yeah.
Just mad, like, shady, straight to the point. I don't give a fuck. Her faces were like everything from like the little clips that I saw.
Uh-huh.
And I agree with her. It's like, it's white privilege. Like, how you come here and it's like you want us to feel sympathy for what your parents did. Mm-hmm. Like, no, girl, go on, what's that, The View? Go on them other shows.
Word. Mm-hmm.
I was just like...
Or put out a statement.
Yeah, and for her to I didn't...
And she's mad young, too.
How old is she?
I think she's only 20. So when she was getting read for filth, I was fucking laughing. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Because, I mean, you old enough to know the consequences of what your parents did, because they did it for her and the sister. So it wasn't only her.
Oh, I thought it was just for her.
No, it was the sister, too.
Child.
And they knew that the parents were doing it. Now, the other one, her name is Felicity Huffman. Mm-hmm. That's the one from Desperate Housewives. Mm-hmm. Her kid didn't know. So, yeah, her kid didn't know that she did that. But I think a lot of them, their kids didn't know that their parents were doing that. But she knew that her parents did that.
Oh, donation. Bitch, please. You know damn well that wasn't no fucking donation.
Well, girl.
Your parents give a donation, all of a sudden you accept it to the school?
Exactly.
That's
a bribe. Clear as day.
Child.
And usually, when your parents give a donation, you already in the fucking school when the parents is giving a donation after the fact. Or usually after you graduate. Or if you're alumni and you give a donation. But to give a donation and boom, you in the school? Like, if you can't put two and two together...
Because she knew exactly what it is. And, you know, a lot of white people, they know they have white privilege. Mm-hmm. And they run with that shit. And they use it to their best abilities. And I felt like she had no remorse. Like, just from the little, like, clips I saw and certain things that she was saying.
I don't think she means
like,
anything she says.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see it as nothing because I thought it was a donation. But it was like... And
everybody does it.
Yeah, and I'm like, everybody white does that? Because you have...
I don't know no rich black person who has... Wasn't a whole bunch of white folks that was getting... when that whole FBI?
All the time. I would think the whole list was just white people.
Yeah, there was white, and I think there was like a few Asian, because there was one where it was the girl they bribed to get her on... what is that fucking sport?
Lacrosse?
Yes. Lacrosse. So
you saw that
yes.
Like, okay, lacrosse. I knew exactly what you was talking about.
But I ain't seen no black person on that list.
It's so messed up because it's like you have black people who, you know, are not rich that are going to jail for years because they are changing the address of their home just so they could give their kid a better education. And meanwhile, her mother is only doing, 2 months for bribing somebody. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, I ain't feel no remorse. That's why I was like, yes, get in her fucking ass.
But that's what she needs. And, you know, one thing I read that she said was, excuse me, she said that, oh, fuck, damn, that shit, yeah. Damn. Yeah, it was Gammy. She said, oh my gosh, it was right there, y'all, and I lost it. All right, moving on. It'll come back to me. Shit.
Was it about the, because I feel like we spoke about it before, because you said you read it on Daily Mail.
No, this was something I read today.
Oh, okay.
It was more, it was on Madame Noir, because they had the article, and it was a little bit more of certain things that she has said, and I can't believe I just lost that train of thought, but whatever. But, you know, all in all, me personally, watching the clips, I was just like, girl, shut up, goodbye. Oh, that's what it was.
She said we don't care?
Or no. Don't care? I think well, I only read the excerpt, so I didn't see no video. So I think it's like when they're sitting down and they're talking before the person comes out or after the person leaves, some shit like that.
I think I was talking about, because I did see a clip where it was before she came out, or maybe it was after, but it was just the three of them at the table.
Okay, so then that's what it was, because that's how I pictured the scene. Because I'm like, the way she was talking, it seemed like that girl wasn't there. And she was just basically saying that, you know, she refused for her to come on there. She did not want her to come. Because she reached out, Olivia Jade, she reached out to the Red Table Talk. And she was like, for you to use 3 black women when white women have never been our allies, and you want us to help share your story of quote on, you know, remorse, and you learned from this or whatever the case may be. She was like, no, she said that she fought it. She fought it. She was like, she did not want her on there. And Jada was saying, you know, I understand where you're coming from, but because obviously as a black woman, I've always been there for white women who've never been there for me. But this is, what she said, this is a moment of showing compassion or some shit like that. And, you know, for her to come to the Red Table Talk. And Gammy was like, well, obviously I refused it and she's still going to be sitting at this red table. So I was just like... Yo, when I was reading it on my way back here, I was cracking up inside because I can picture her saying this. And it's true. It's like, you know, for a very long time, black women have always been used by white women.
Amen to that.
We have always, historically, even up until this day, we have been used by by white women, and not all white women, but it's really, really, really hard at times to know who is truly your ally as a white woman, because their agenda is the same thing as the white man. You're fucking white.
Because they birthing them, that's why.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the end of the day, you want to come on the Red Table Talk to share your story of redemption, but why? You could have used Ellen DeGeneres. Like you said, The View. I mean, now it's a little bit mixed up because, you know, they got all people of all races on
like Good Morning, those white
platforms. You could have used them, but you decided to come on a platform with 3 black women to share your story and to talk about your white privilege that you did not know that you had, that was non-existent to you. But after this whole scandal, now you understand what white privilege is. Bye. Honestly, when she was talking and the way she was saying shit, I was looking at her like she a whole fucking lie, and this is all a PR stunt, and she's just trying to save face, and she's using the black community to do so.
Absolutely, because you know the Red Table Talk, obviously majority of the people that watch that are black women, so...
Yeah, I'm with Gammy. Sorry, Jada. You can have compassion. I'm not... That's the problem. We always had compassion. And I'm not saying black people, like, I'm not saying as a race that we are these, you know, cold-hearted, because we're not.
But sometimes I feel like we're way too nice sometimes.
Yeah, but you know what? That's also, it's like I think about it in both aspects. Like we're way too nice, way too inviting, warm, and all that stuff. But then you got the stereotype of us being viewed opposite of that. And it's like we're constantly battling between the two. It's fucked up. Other people don't got to do that. Other races, they're known for being a certain way. And it's accepted, it's laughed, it's joked upon, but for us, we're always demonized, and we battle between the two. It's fucked up.
Same thing with the cookout thing. It's like, just because a white person is doing the Harlem Shake, they don't all need to be invited to the cookout. Okay? Can we have something to ourselves?
Seriously.
Like, that's the thing that I just be getting so annoyed with, because it's like, black people, our culture just gets stripped away from us all the time. Every time we come up with something new or we trend in something, here comes other races trying to take it and capitalize on it. And it's like, no, like, let us have something. So that's why when I be seeing these white women getting their fucking lips injected and doing this other shit, it's like why we can't have nothing to ourselves? Why y'all gotta be invited to the cookout? Why y'all want to look like us? Like, I'm flattered, but it's like, as black people, we should be, like, uninvited sometimes. Like, let's be just to ourselves, closed off. Like, because we're always just, either we're giving too much or they taking it from us. But how they taking it from us is because we invited them in.
Exactly. And then in the same breath, you're looking up to other communities who are closed off and wondering how they did it. It's easy. It's called shutting motherfuckers out and not letting a whole bunch of people in. Like, niggas gotta be vetted.
That's a fact.
You think they was letting everybody now with all the organizations that have, you know, been created throughout the history of the civil rights movement and, you know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, they had people of all races. They had Asians, Latinos, they had black people. They had black people. Yo.
That coquito hitting.
Yeah, right? Who is it? Oh, white people. You know, they were open, but they also made sure to know who the fuck it was that was coming into their circle. Mm-hmm. You know? But whatever. That's all I got to say about that shit, because this is going to be a constant conversation until shit changes. Who knows when that's going to happen?
What? Yeah, we have no idea when that... Honestly, let me not be negative. I'm going to just shut up. Well, we kind of spoke about this before, but... Faison Love, he blames Jay-Z for current rap-related violence because of his drug lord persona.
First of all, this photo, that's how...
Still. And look what he's on Vlad TV.
That's what Star be using when she be making the stills of the videos and she be posting them on IGTV. She be using the most unflattering photo, well, still, like the cover, where I be looking crazy. And I just be looking like, whatever.
I be trying to find a good
I be like,
one.
sis be... looking fine, and I be looking real crazy in them fucking still videos.
I be looking crazy. I do.
Okay, YouTube.
But black people, stop going on Vlad TV. He is not for us. It's a white man who be getting us caught up, all right? Look at the whole thing with Casanova. They using his damn interview, but that's another thing. But yeah, I saw that, and I was just like, me and Nick definitely just talked about this, about rap music. And I'm like, you gonna blame Jay-Z? Like, Jay-Z don't even really rap about that anymore.
At all. It's been...
like,
I think Jay-Z stopped rapping about that shit when Rockefeller Records was over.
Yeah, like, but you hear the progression in his music as he, like, from the beginning to Jay-Z now, like, you could tell.
Why you not talking about Lil Boozy who still be talking about putting pills in bitches' asses?
Yeah, like, why? And Jay-Z is not the only rapper.
Exactly.
So... always
looking for someone to blame. Always.
I don't understand why we keep blaming rap music for... portraying like violence, and this is why people out here doing this stuff. People doing that because they want to do it.
Exactly.
They're not going to kill somebody because, oh, well, Jay-Z said it, or G Herbo said it, or like, you know, it's like these people are actually in real life games.
I don't know if the mic picked that up, but whatever.
What?
My stomach was doing
it was growling. You hungry?
No, it was doing some fucking weird weird noise. Like a guitar.
But yeah, a lot of these people are in games. Like,
is this your Explorer page? You got a lot.
Instagram.
Yo, she got mad nail pics. I'm just looking like...
oh, this is the stuff that I be saving. But for some reason, on Instagram, I separated. So I put like my nail stuff, podcast topics. But on the website, it just shows it all at once.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, sorry, y'all.
Sorry for interrupting.
Well, they can't see it, but sorry, me.
No. I was just curious, like, wait, where? Okay.
But yeah, this whole topic of blaming rap music for the violence that happens in the community. There's like real life shit going on in the streets, and it's not about rap music. Okay, these niggas is really about that gang life. So
exactly. No, it's true. I'm tired of him. I think this is the second. He always saying some shit. Always Faison Love. It's like enough.
I can't. I don't know if I know you started talking about Larsa, but I don't know if you saw this with
yeah, I did. The statement. I was like, not put you out the house.
Yeah, I was just like, what the... I don't know. Me as a woman, first of all, I can't be with some man that is just willing to do that to his... well, obviously this is his wife, but...
and kid.
Even if it wasn't his wife or his ex-wife, whatever, for you to do that, like...
trash. And he's not even handsome,
in my opinion. He's ugly, in my opinion. And I don't call people ugly, but he's ugly. Unless your attitude is nasty.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole situation is a hot fucking mess. But, Debo.
Yes, RP to Debo. So, I read, well, not on the Shade Room, but I have, what did I see it at? Was it Map? It was one of those websites. He actually got COVID twice.
Oh, wow.
Like, earlier this year, he caught COVID and recovered from it. And then this one, they said it was COVID-related symptoms, but they didn't put out too much details. But, yeah, he got sick again, and he had to he canceled something, and then he canceled a Zoom meeting or a Zoom thing that he had. He wasn't feeling well, and people were calling him, and it was going unanswered, and so yeah, he got it twice. So for people, what was it, that one person that was like, you can't catch COVID twice?
Oh yes.
So yeah,
corny.
So, and that's crazy that the second time he caught it is what caused him to pass away.
I got a COVID test today, and they did not stick that thing all the way up my nose. They just swabbed it like,
That's it?
Yeah.
Child, so why was the other tests they were sticking?
I think maybe they assumed that they had to probably go all the way up in there. Because I also know people who do blood tests for the COVID test. So, because that's what I always said. I'm like, y'all can't
though.
Oh, because the droplets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But my thing is, y'all can see everything in the blood. As long as you look for those specific things, like, you really can test for all types of diseases within the blood. Like, I can't just do a fucking blood test. Whatever. And that's the most accurate, you know? Because you can't get a false positive or a false negative with a blood sample unless you mix that shit up with somebody else's, which, you know, in the 21st century and it's the end of 2020, shit like that should not be happening. But
exactly.
But yeah, it wasn't bad. So by Tuesday I should have my results, y'all.
I know. But yeah. Poor Devo.
I know. That was a shocker. Even the other one from Baps, when she passed away, I was like, damn.
I think it was from cancer, right?
Yeah, she had colon cancer. That's another thing too. Me and my mom was talking about this a few weeks ago. And you know, we were saying like the colon, a lot of people don't go to get that checked out. Like, especially when you reach a certain age, like, it's very important because think about it, your colon, well, okay, maybe I don't know, but your colon is attached to your intestines and what is going through your intestines, right? After your stomach digests everything, all that waste and all that stuff. And you know, people, when they go get the colonics, that's what they're doing. They sticking that thing up to pull out everything that's backed up in there. And over years, if it stays there, it can cause cancer.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it was sad. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we just need to get checked out, period, that, you know, is not the everyday. Like, you go to the physical therapist, you go to the doctor, you say, I need you to check this, that, everything. Like, not no regular degular shit. Check everything. And you know, different doctors do different things. So go to those specialist people. Your insurance pays for it. Go to it.
Exactly.
Sure, I've never been to a podiatrist in my life, but I'm gonna go one. I'm gonna schedule to go to a podiatrist. Hello, we use our fucking feet every single day.
It's good to go.
Check my feet.
And don't let the fear of other people's stories stop you from doing things. Because I know, like, for me, for the longest, like, people talk about, like, getting a mammogram and how bad that hurts. And I was like, oh, do I want to do this? I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to just do it because I need to know. That's important. That shit, don't get me wrong, that shit did hurt.
Yeah, because they pressing your titties like, boop.
But I was happy that I got it done. So, yeah, don't let people's fear and them, oh, this and
Or the
that.
age thing, too. Oh, you got to be this age to do it? No. Check my shit right now. You got patient rights.
That's a fact. Same thing with the mammogram. They tell you have to wait a certain age to check it. I think I got mine done in my early 20s. And then I, like, would get them done every time I would go.
Yeah, they be saying 40s and 50s. In your 40s, that's when you should start.
Early 20s.
I'm like, not when people getting cancer at any and every age. You be having little kids with cancer. Come on.
And it's crazy because my doctor is the one who, the first time I got it, she was the one that was like, have you ever got it done? And I was like, no, they told me that I have to wait an age. And she was like, no. She's like, you're 20, what was that, 22 or 23? She's like, you should do it. I'm like, all right. I'm like, is it going to hurt? You know, doctors, they was going to make you feel
liars.
She's like, oh, it's a discomfort my fucking ass. That shit hurt. I was like, what the fuck? But, you know, I need to do another checkup.
Yeah, I should do a mammogram. I have not ever done one. I just usually check the old school way, but yeah, I'll get a mammogram.
I feel like I don't know what I'm doing when I be checking that way.
You just have to go around. You go around. You go like that. Like that. I'm doing it like this.
So
you just go around and then just go around. And that's it. Just make sure you go slow so you don't feel like, so you can feel if there's any lumps or anything.
I'm going to have to wait until...
Yeah, after because that's when you're supposed to, yeah.
Because, you know, they're a little tender right now.
I don't know why she sounded like a fucking sex operator. They're a little tender right now. She sounds like one of the characters. So I started watching Big Mouth on Netflix. She sounds like
my
when the
God.
characters be talking.
I might take Brent's advice and create an OnlyFans.
Yeah, for your voice.
Yeah, I might do that.
Learn tender.
I might need it. I'm gonna need it for school though. I'm gonna need it for school.
Do what you gotta do, baby.
I ain't gonna be showing no ass or nothing. I'm gonna just be putting on my.
She lying. She gonna be doing her TikToks where she gonna be turning around.
Yeah, I'll do a TikTok video, but
you know,
I'm gonna be watch my OnlyFans for that. But I'll talk like sultry.
Sultry.
I can't do it now because like I'm on the spot, but yeah, I might do it because child, I don't know how much financial aid gonna cover, but
we gonna pray on that. We gonna pray that the good Lord comes through.
Nah, I see what people be talking about when they be like they're gonna sell their ass to pay tuition.
To the highest bidder, baby.
I just wish a stack of money would just fall out the sky for me.
That would be amazing. Like in Money Heist.
Oh my God. When is that coming back?
I don't know.
Because they teased us with the promo picture.
Yeah.
That was like in the beginning of, in the summertime, right?
Yeah. There's so many because there's Ozark. I saw Handmaid's Tale. They've been filming. So, hopefully by next year we can look forward to that. And Ozark as well because that's going to be the last season. Yeah. And what else? I feel like I'm missing another show, but whatever.
Well, Snowfall is coming back.
Yes, Snowfall. Can't wait.
So far from now, but
it's right around the corner.
I know. And the way the time is moving, I'm sure it's gonna come like right away.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like to hear spring. It's like, oh my God. All right. So I have a question. Well, she already know the question because she's looking at the computer.
I know. I'm like, I keep staring because I'm like, I miss my girl Annalise Keating.
Me too. This is not even her though.
That's not Viola Davis?
No. Yo, speaking of Viola Davis.
Oh, shit. That ain't Viola Davis.
This is mad off topic, but because you said her name, I have to bring this up. So I was listening to, because I be listening to Joe Budden's podcast, y'all. And somebody, I don't know who this person was, but he did a diss track on everybody on the podcast. Why he said Ma looked like Viola Davis, yo?
Don't disrespect.
Because you know what Ma looks like,
yes,
right?
Don't disrespect Viola. They do not look nothing alike. You only say that because they're both brown skin, like dark brown skin.
I don't know if because Mom grew his hair out. Like,
he grew his hair out?
I think, yeah, because he has like a fro or something like that.
Oh, the disrespect.
Because Annalise had a fro at one point.
Yes, that's when she was,
that's
on her shit.
I was fucking laughing.
Not
Viola Davis. But no, that's not Viola Davis. Sorry, I had to bring that up because she said it and it made me think of it.
That looked like could be Viola Davis' daughter then.
Right.
Her older daughter.
And it's also lights too, like surrounding.
Her head be tilted like.
She. I love her.
Yes.
So the question is, how long is too long to be engaged?
Let me click and see these comments.
Yeah, sorry, my work laptop, the little right thing is.
So, how long is too long for you? Not Chrissy and Jim too long.
I think 2 or 3 years, but it depends. So when I say it depends, let's say like, for example, COVID, happens and, that kind of pushed the wedding back. Or something happens financially, what if one of us loses our jobs? Or, something like that where it's like, okay, we can't do the wedding right now. So like, it depends. If certain like situations like that has happened. Yeah. But
basically if life gets in the way.
Yeah, if life gets in the way and it forces us to have to push back the wedding, cool. But there's people that life ain't getting in the way and they just stay engaged for so long and they're okay with it. Yeah. Like they're not in a rush to take it to the next step.
Listen, I'm with homegirl right here. After 3 years, just go. Yeah. Because I feel
3
like
years is a max.
If you are ready to financially buy a ring, propose, and get married, that means that you are financially ready to plan a wedding. You're not going to go spend money on a ring for it to just sit on my fucking hand for the next 10 years.
Yeah, that's too long.
Like, I don't understand that. My thing is, if financially both people are not at the place, they want to get married, but financially they're not at the place to plan the type of wedding that they want, then, wait until you create a wedding fund and put money into that account. You know, something. There's so many like intellectual and mature ways to reach a goal.